California Governor Jerry Brown has decided to sign SB 255. This is legislation that would ban revenge porn in California. Let's take a look at what it does effective immediately. It would basically make it a misdemeanor to post identifiable nude pictures of someone else online without permission with the intent to cause emotional distress or humiliation. And there's a penalty where you could face up to 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. Now, a few clarifications for those of you who are unfamiliar with this legislation. It turns out that if you do a selfie and you send a selfie to a significant other and then you break up with them and they post it online as revenge porn, this legislation does not protect you. Okay, it only protects you if someone else takes a photo of you and then later uses it as revenge porn. So that's really interesting. Now, New Jersey is the only other state in the U.S. that has legislation, or I should say a law at this point, that's similar. And basically what they do is they have a law against taking nude images or nude videos of someone without their consent ahead of time and then posting it online.
Right. I think that a lot of people in the other states assume that if you have the picture or the video that consent was given, right? So now here they're saying if you post it online specifically, you need consent for that,
yes.
Okay? But not only that, the hard part of the law to prove and why there won't be a lot of prosecution in this is that you have to also prove intent to cause emotional distress or humiliation, right? So now that's a fair assumption when you put revenge porn on the internet, right? But it's not necessarily good enough to have an assumption.
Isn't the nature of posting nude pictures of someone online intent to cause harm anyway? Do you see, without their permission?
I would agree with that, but I think that they might have tougher standards. They could say, look, I didn't know she was against it. Look, I thought she was in favor of it. I didn't mean any harm by it. My intent was titillation, not embarrassment.
This is obviously very difficult to prosecute. I think you're right. And it's also difficult to enforce because California doesn't police the World Wide Web. So what if the couple originally lived in California and then the offender goes to another state? How do you prosecute him? You can't.
But you can prosecute the people that are in California. So, I'm actually in favor of the law. The ACLU opposed the bill, and they're concerned about First Amendment issues, et cetera. But I think that if you can prove that they did not have consent and they did it maliciously, which is tough to prove, as I just explained, but you prove both those things, I think it should be illegal.
Yeah.